Hey everyone, Farm Simple here. Welcome back to the channel and episode 3 of Green Acres Farm on Oak Bridge by Oxygen Davids. Last time we collected up all the bales and spread the nitrogen on all the grass fields. Off camera I ran through the winter keeping the animals fed. We also sold all our linseed and canola to pay off my massive £500,000 loan. This morning we're going to jump into our 6R, head down to one of our arable fields and start cultivating the cover crop, then get that ready for the soybeans planting this season. Then we're going to jump into the New Holland T6, sell all our milk that we've collected up over the winter, see how much we get for that so we can pay off the remainder of this loan, and then I'm going to hire a transit van and sell all the wool that we've also collected over the winter. And then we're going to get all the animals out into their pastures so they can graze over the next 6 months. So as we're heading down to the field, we'll just have a little chat. So I've got rid of the AI voice, so I now know how to record my own voice, which is better. I play on console, so there's a lot of mods that I can't use. Realistic livestock by Arrow, realistic weather, the enhanced animal mods, anything like that. So we are limited on console to what we can use, but it's just about having fun and making the most of what we can do. I was influenced by the great Mr. Seeley P, who is also a console content creator, and I think he does some fantastic videos. He's been doing it for a long time and he's got a great following, and it just shows that console players can do this as well. Okay, so this is where we will leave our AI worker to do it. So let's just drive into the field and set him up, and then off we go to sell all of our milk. Let's see how much money we can make from that. So we're going to get rid of this front loader attacher and then hook up to our Bailey Bowser trailer, which has 18,000 litres it holds of milk. In the milk tank extension we have well over 100,000 sitting in there ready to go, so it's going to take a fair few trips to get rid of that, but it should earn us a fair amount of money as well. Yep, 127,000 litres, so it's going to take a little while. So what I'll do, we'll jump back in when it's all sold, and then we'll start looking at selling the wool. See you guys in a minute. Right, welcome back. So that was a lot of trips. This is the last one. This is all our milk sold. So while we're going through that little time lapse, I hired a transit van with an unrealistic capacity. Obviously, being on console, we are very limited to the mods that we can use. So, I'm going to make the most of the auto loads that we have. Now, it's not pretty. It doesn't auto-load all at once. You have to do it individually and find the sweet spot, which you'll see I'm not the best at. Right, so back at the farm. Ignore that. Back at the farm, let's park this up, head down to the shop, get that transit, and then we can get all this wool sold. I think we have about 50,000 litres of wool that I've collected up over the winter. So that should again earn us a nice bit of money that we can invest back into the farm ready for the season. I have got to hire a planter actually, so I don't have one of those for the soybean. Didn't really think about that when I was planning the crops, but that's fine. We can just lease one out and send it back pretty soon so we don't incur any other costs. Let's just detach this and then park it out the way, head down to the shop, grab the transit van, and I'll show you what I mean around the sweet spot for loading the wool pallets. It's not great. I think it's probably just me, so if anyone has any hints or tips for it, then just drop a comment, let me know. Otherwise I'll probably just use one of the auto load trailers that we have in the future. So let's just head on up and we'll see what we can do. I've got some wool here, some round the back by the silage bunker, and then I've got the rest just in my auto pallet store, which is behind us. But as you can see from the front, it's kind of loading, but only little bits every now and again. So, it's probably, like I said, it's just me, but it's not the nicest thing to watch. So what we'll do, we'll jump out, pretend it never happened, and I'll see you all once it's loaded up. Right, all loaded up, seamless, not an issue there at all. Right, let's go up to the shop, sell all of this. We should again make a nice amount of money for that. I've got £70,000 left on my loan to pay off, so we can do that nicely, and then use the rest of the money to hire a planter. Now, I'm in two minds. Do I get another tractor? Does the farm need 4 tractors? That's the big question. So I'm looking at the JCB Fast Track. It does 40 miles an hour, so it would be good for running the grain to the sell points. So it is something that we might look into. The other option is to buy more fields, more grass, more hay and silage to feed our animals, because we do have about 800 animals here on the farm, from sheep, milking cows, beef stock, chickens and pigs. So probably do need a little bit of feed for that. But yeah, if you have any ideas, just let me know in the comments. I want it to be an interactive Let's Play series with your ideas, and then let's see how we go. So, made a bit of money, let's head on back to the farm. Right, here we are back at the main farm. We'll go and park up this transit van and jump in to our pickup truck. I am using the herdman stick, which can hold 200 animals. It just makes it easier for moving the animals from their winter sheds down to the pastures. We have 400 head of sheep across 4 different barns, so we'll do it in half trips. They graze across 5 pastures, so it'll be 80 sheep in a pasture at a time, and then they will reproduce in there and bring the babies into the sheds. And then once it's time to bring all of these guys back in, we'll sell the lambs and just make a little bit of extra money off of that. So let's get all of these out. We'll do a quick time lapse. Welcome back. So we got all the cows out. They look happy in there, don't they? Hello girls. All the cows are out in their pasture now. A little bit of feed, but we will top that up in time. And then all the sheep are also out in their pastures, grazing away, being very, very happy to be outside again in the sun. So we had a little bit of snow over the winter, so we are glad that they are back out. Here we go, let's have a look at these. There we go, look at that lamb running across the field, very, very happy. So next episode we'll be planting our soybean, and we'll just go and have a little look, see how that AI worker's getting on. Not even finished one field yet, so I'll do the rest of that off camera, and we'll jump in to the next month for the next episode. So if you have liked it, please drop me a like, hit that subscribe button. It will go a long way, as I am a new content creator, so it will be fantastic. Right, until next time guys, thanks for watching and happy farming.